Well, Santa Boo was a fiery gal with a mischievous smile and a devilish laugh. She had a mean streak, that's for sure. Mess with her and you'll feel the floor. Jorge Torres Jr., a quiet man, crossed her path and messed up a plan. She grabbed him quick, gave him a shake, tossed him in a suitcase, for goodness sake. Down the staircase, the suitcase flew. Jorge yelling out, what did I do? Sarah just laughed, her eyes shining bright. She had a twisted pleasure causing this fight. Well, a twisted pleasure causing this fight. Santa Boo was a fiery gal with a mischievous smile and a devilish laugh. She had a mean streak, that's for sure. Mess with her and you'll feel the floor. Jorge Torres Jr., quiet man, crossed her path and messed up the plan. She grabbed him quick, gave him a shake, tossed him in a suitcase, for goodness sake. Down the staircase, the suitcase flew. Jorge yelling out, what did I do? Sarah just laughed, her eyes shining bright. She had a twisted pleasure in causing this fight. Causing this fight. Twisted plan, a family's demise. Joe got Junior with murder in his eyes. Paul and Bob, fueled by greed to inherit the wealth. He would make them. Twisted minded play. He has to plan and make his parents pay no remorse. His heart turned black, seeking revenge. There's no turning back. Chaos unleashed in the dead of night. His parents' fate sealed. Shadows face fly. Boy, it feels the air. A meat grinder in his trunk. The Joel guy Junior made his plan. He should have just rethunk. He could not conceive his parents would fight him. They made him this monster. Or was that despite them? Cruel intentions, twisted minded play. He has to plan and make his parents pay no remorse. His heart turned black, seeking revenge. There's no turning back. Chaos unleashed. The guy family slain. His parents' fate sealed. Miserable pain. His cold, icy stare filled the jury with fear. They sent him to prison. He'll bring no more fear. He'll bring no more fear. He'll bring no more fear.
You're listening to FFOP Radio.
Reach the
welcome to the show. My name is Dave, and this is FFOP Radio. Maybe you saw the shirt. Welcome. We've got some commercials here for you. A very pleasant show tonight. Sorry I didn't talk in the green room, but now that we have like dedicated songs that I'm making based on the stuff we do, I don't want to talk over them so much. But yeah, you're right, man. I think the AI thing is a little heavy on the auto-tune because what else is it going to do? And maybe that's why I like it so much because, again, I'm a Cher fan. What is a Brian, Ryan Maxwell Unleashed from the East like a packet of yeast. So here we are. So I was of two minds, right? Because I sat down here, I go, what are we going to do commercial-wise? We're doing 70s and 80s, Yawn City. I feel like I've had enough of that. I want to go back to my roots, the 90s. So I found, it wasn't the 90s, but I stumbled upon like a supercut of just local business commercials. So not only is it the 80s, but it's only people shooting their own shit, like in a warehouse they rented or with their brother's VHS camera. I decided against that. We're going to do that probably next time, so buckle up for that. I'm pretty excited because I skimmed through a little bit, and it won't disappoint. However, I did find something semi-better and more on topic. Did I introduce Krista already?
No, hi.
Krista is also here, my co-producer and co-host. I totally forgot.
It's fine.
Because I'm so, excited about finding this because the channel I found it on is called TV Vortex. I feel like if you like old commercial compilations, you should give them a subscribe like I did. Roots wasn't the Roots the next generation. Probably. See, I wasn't a TOS Roots fan. You know what I mean? I was the next generation of Roots. But technically, I'm not even a child of the 90s. I was born in the 80s. The bulk of my first decade spent in the 80s. But, number one, too young to really see what's going on. I really wasn't checking into reality until about 1989 when the Turtles were popping. But whatever. Moral of the story is I've got a huge chunk of 1982 commercials specifically. Now, this channel, I think, focuses mostly around their local areas. So this is going to be like Southern California-ish. But it's all the classics I was skimming through. Now, I haven't seen any evidence of this yet. However, I want that goddamn Juicy Fruit commercial to happen.
Hopefully.
I don't know if it's in this compilation. It's over 2 hours, and it's 1992, so we're in the right time frame, people. So please hold your breath with me as we dive into this.
Ryan says, are you familiar with Rhett and Link? They used to have a show on IFC called Commercial Kings where they traveled the country making local commercials.
No, I'm not familiar with that. However, I am a fan of like low budget commercials and other stuff. Like, again, I'll plug my other show. I haven't done it in a while, but Raiders of the Lost Genre, all the skits and shit, all the little, maybe not skits. Skits is kind of diminutive. All the intro, plays or whatever, an outro and all the stingers and stuff. I love that shit. I love doing that shit because we had no budget and it's just like shooting a commercial. You making it up on the fly with someone who is also doing the same, and you go, writing your notes on note cards and holding them behind the camera and stuff. There's no budget. That's the charm.
Yeah.
But I'm on a YouTube channel. I'm not trying to sell Oldsmobiles.
Right.
But whatever.
Hi, Melissa.
What is happening, Melissa?
And also,
welcome.
hi, Jameson.
Jameson, what's up? What's ever? I'm ready to be moved by the taste. That's what I'm saying, man. You should fire it up. You grab a stick of Juicy Fruit because the taste is going to move you. It's just we've been doing this for nigh on 20 years. I've not gotten my ass moved once. Tons of Dr. Pepper, couple of Big Reds, no Juicy Fruit. So here we go, people. What's up with this? Oh.
We have the power to change
muted.
that. We can choose a designated driver.
Yeah.
The end.
Like, I want to say it was Nancy Reagan. And this happened during, you guys can't see it because I forgot to switch the screen. Sorry about that. But this happened, I think one of these ads ran during that CBS Claymation special back in the late 80s, early 90s, where like, it's happy claymation animals and the California raisins and shit, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And then like Nancy Reagan comes on and like, yeah, taking a drink or a drug this Halloween. So easy does it. It was such a weak maybe that wasn't Nancy Reagan. There was another one. It's like easy does it was their whole thing.
Oh.
Like, easy does it. Like, hey, do one bump. But easy does it.
Do one drug.
Introducing from McDonald's. Not one thing, but two. Both hot and delicious.
And cold.
The Mushroom and Swiss Grill. Scrumptious sauteed mushrooms, fresh onions, and melted Swiss cheese.
Do they still do that?
Probably not. But here, let me ask you guys this. Because McDonald's did that thing where they set themselves apart in many different ways, right? But one of which was like denying these smaller scale or economy burgers like sesame seeds on the bun. Mm-hmm. I was always like, what's up with that? Is it like, I'm sure like on an order of magnitude that McDonald's is ordering product, be like, hey, how much less if we used no sesame seeds, right? And it says they sell 14 zillion hamburgers a day to giant ass, Americans in their wide trucks, They go, well, if we took off the sesame seeds, we'd probably save $14 billion. And they go, well, duh.
Right.
The high-end burgers, like the Big Mac, leave those because,
They're Big Macs.
we're not the Walmart of fast food yet.
The lettuce and tomato grill.
Nancy Reagan
Fresh onion,
said,
crisp
just say
leafy
no.
lettuce,
Right,
and a
okay.
thick slice of cheese.
Maybe it was Florence Henderson who said easy does it. It was someone with short blonde hair.
Tomato. Now the best part. Just 99 cents each. Introducing the new Mushroom and Swiss Grill and the lettuce and tomato grill. Just 99
Like,
cents
isn't the lettuce
each.
and tomato
From
grill just a
McDonald's.
burger?
Yeah, here's the thing that no one tells you, but if you're smart, you'll obviously realize. So, like, I worked at Burger King, so maybe this is behind the scenes info. So if I disappear in the middle of the night, don't be surprised because I told Burger King secret.
Big burger.
But like, not for nothing, like the Whopper is just a big burger, right?
Yeah.
So the Whopper Jr. was just a regular hamburger with everything that went on the Whopper.
Yeah.
But and that's it. Like, but nobody. I don't know. It just blew my mind. That, yeah, obviously, they have two basic. It's like Taco Bell, except you get a little more free wheel with like the tortillas and stuff. They had two size burgers. Everybody has two size burgers. You got the Big Mac, you got the regular burger, you got the Whopper, you got the regular burger. Carl's Jr. kind of knows what they're doing, but God bless them for everything that they do. But it's like all the small burgers, they just throw a bunch of crap on it. They go, well, it's costing the company 14 cents. We'll throw half a mushroom and we'll barbecue fart on it. They charge $3 for it now.
He's going to hit us with a Burger King rap.
They never taught me the rap. I used to be fluent in Spanish because everybody spoke Spanish in the back, so it was a necessity. So that was something I took away. But
That's something that we should put in the
20
AI
years ago.
thing.
What? Working at a Burger King?
No, like some kind of rap about making something and see what it comes out as.
We've tried rap. It's terrible.
For a limited time.
Let's just worry about McDonald's.
For fun around here, me and the boys like to do something a little bit crazy. Put two kinds of cheese on a cheeseburger.
We kiss each other.
For a wild new taste, head to the store for 2 kinds of cheese and lean ground beef.
Cheddar and Munster. Crazy.
Here's the thing. I don't mind, like, because there are some commercials that are obviously like obnoxious, but like something about like the dairy or egg or all the industries that are just selling themselves just as a concept, like they're not bashing anybody else. It's like, oh, this cheese is better than the next leading thing that's like cheese. It's just like, hey, eat cheese.
Yeah, have two kinds of cheese.
It's kind of like those bipartisan politics where someone's just like, hey, I'm not here to sling mud. I'm just here to be the thing I am. Yeah, I thought this was going to be New York City too, but no one got a rope. It was about cheese. No pace.
Look, I'm eating corn on the cob, thanks to Super Poly Grip in the easy-to-use pump.
Super Polygrip holds so tight, many denture wearers can enjoy more of their favorite foods, even corn on the cob. Super.
Like, who eats like raw ass corn on the cob on their back patio? Like, no butter. Like, that obviously is room temperature.
Polygrip.
It's just made in New York City.
Rescue 911 will continue.
What a horrifying show.
Many of golf's sharpest shooting.
I used to watch that show because it was like, I feel like Rescue 911 was really close time slot wise where I was in that period of my life to like Unsolved Mysteries. So it went from like Robert Stack talking about someone walking down the highway and disappearing into a puff of vapor. And they go, if you know anything about someone turning into vapor, give us a call. And then it would slide right into like Rescue 911 where a kid got his pinky severed in like a grocery store door.
Legends have won this tournament as tradition-rich as Texas itself, the Southwestern Bell Colonial, this weekend.
Monday, Coach Newton and Herman take a long, hot road trip.
I'm sitting here talking to Hush Puppy and Lamb Chop.
On Evening Shade.
Well, they were probably close in the time period. I'm not saying they were on the same channel, Ryan. I'm saying like they were on at the same. I mean, because they're basically the same show, right? You're tuning in to listen to someone relive a story that was either unsolved, mysterious, or gross. I mean, come on.
Then, will Gunny sink the lieutenant at pool?
You have your own cue?
What did you think this was?
A really ugly purse?
Meet your dad Monday.
All those who love great comedies say hi.
God damn, do I love that shit.
This is CBS.
More of nature.
Look at the shapes and the colors of the 90s.
Fruit.
It's 92, and they were already like, we got it. Like the 80s were dead. It's 92. We've got bright colors. There's cyan. There's yellow. There's magenta. There's aggressive shapes and cutting of, film. This was it, guys. The 90s nailed it in under 2 years.
That's what you'd expect to
Honest
find
to God,
in a jar
for some
of
very
homemade
strange
preserves.
reason, there exists a Rescue 911 pinball machine.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, they made them for everything.
Pinball machines were like the Funko Pops before Funko Pops existed. Everything had to become a pinball machine and still do. Like there's an antique shop down, in one of our many downtowns that like has a brand new Ninja Turtles pinball.
Yeah, they were just an antique store, and now they like hold pinball tournaments.
Yeah. I can't believe that's still a thing, but that, peel the veneer back of any niche, you're going to find that it's got and now, especially maybe like when I was a kid, you couldn't say this, right? Because like nerds didn't have like popular sway. So you couldn't be like, as a kid, if I were like, I wonder what it would be like to own a toy of like a Captain America infected with a Venom symbiote, right? And like back in 1992, let's say, what the fuck are you talking about? Like comic books are for nerds and shut the fuck up. And now that everybody's butt-ass crazy in love with the Marvel Universe, I own that thing that like I could only dream about and couldn't even conceive of. And here we are.
All right, here's the deal. If you remember that Easy 98.7 FM is the only station that plays easy listening music, and it's called KXEZ, I'm going to stop.
Over the past few years, we've been talking about Kmart changing. Well, it's not just talk. We've been re-educating and
Just kidding. Easy listening was terrible. Like, what is up with... Is it music made expressly for, like, dental offices? Like, all the music versions of, like... I can't tell you how many times I've heard Beauty and the Beast. Like, that fucking terrible, like, easy listening version... I feel like it's still playing in my head.
Yeah, there'd Beauty and the Beast, Color of the Wind.
Yeah, oh my God. It was just like... But elevators, I feel like... Here's the thing, because like when you're buying piped in music, you're paying for that license. So I feel like, even though you're still paying for a cover of all these Disney tunes, it was still probably more than just like the generic lyricless shit. But then it was playing on the radio, you guys. It's not like they were piping it in. So I don't know. What the fuck?
The radio.
It was just like, hey, do you like the thing that you like, but without all the things that you like about it?
we're training our associates, and we've been responding to our customers' needs faster than ever before.
Shoulder pads for
the next few years, every single Kmart store will be just like new.
Closed. I
want to reassure all the people we haven't reached yet that their new Kmart is
It's only
coming.
92. They still have 10 years.
I want everyone to feel proud about shopping in Kmart. That's my goal.
It was a long, grueling ordeal, but finally the rescue of a family held hostage, and how Johnny Carson said so long on Nightcast at 11.
Whoa!
So long.
Give me 3 soaps, give me 3 soaps, Spirit. Give me 3 soaps, all in one.
I remember this commercial because I was like,
How do you do that?
Well, because it was 1992, so I was still stupid enough to think that like, oh, well, I'll just do that the next time I'm in the shower. So like, I snuck a few bars of soap into the shower and I tried squeezing them together.
Just dropped them.
Yeah, there were soap bars. Like, you can't do that.
It works like a cleansing bar, deodorant bar, moisturizing bar, all in one. Spirit, it's like 3 soaps in one.
But Dove was still using 1/4 moisturizing cream.
Little Caesars presents Shake Your Caesar. Caesar salad, 2 pizzas, and crazy bread for only $8.
Best pizza commercials in the business. I mean, entertainment-wise. And also, I love that... Because for some reason, Little Caesars always does this. They put the Alaska and the Hawaii thing saying, nope, nuh-uh. Like, it takes too long to get there, so don't.
Sorry.
Only at Little Caesars.
Our 5th anniversary, and they call right in the middle of dinner.
Oh. You know, I got one of those calls trying to get me to change from AT&T to
MCI.
And guess who gave them my number?
Sprint.
Dave.
He put them on to me, too, about this friends and family thing.
Let's murder him.
What are you guys talking about, Dave, giving out your numbers? That's who did it.
At AT&T, your friends are your business. Keeping you connected to them is ours.
Imagine being able to label all the trolls in your life, right? Well, Caesar announcer was really? Man.
Bluto. Wow.
But the only reason you know that is because it's a Popeye fact. Like, I don't feel like you're a Little Caesars fanatic, are you, Ryan? Be honest.
What? You know anything about this friends and family thing?
Oh, my God. Quit talking about it.
It's just not worth it. Now, here.
Oh, that was an AT&T commercial? I thought he was going to win them over and it was going to be about MCI. Well, fuck.
Its style can be beautiful.
And a decade later, we'd get this.
Yep, 10, 220, 10, 321.
10, 321, yeah.
And it was like they blew through every sports star. Like it was Hulk Hogan. I feel like Terry Bradshaw was there. And like, what a wild time to be alive. You guys just don't understand.
Touch of conditioner. So if you need a little hold or a lot, your style stays touchably soft.
Thank you for verifying that, Ryan.
Spritz.
That's the Gordon's Fisher woman.
Mm-hmm.
Gel, mousse, spray. Get the hold that loves to be held.
If you're anywhere near the sea, your head's
Remember
going to be
me,
fucked.
Kim Fields, when being overweight was a fact of life? For years, I tried to lose the weight, and I couldn't until I
That's obviously not modern day fat.
tried the Ultra Slim Fast
Little
plan.
Caesars pretzel
And look,
cheese
I
pizza is
lost 25
fantastic,
pounds
says
in 5
Melissa.
months.
That hurts me deep inside because I know that you probably mean that. And there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about that.
The shakes are amazing, delicious, and filling. I have one for breakfast,
One for lunch and a
another for
sensible
lunch,
dinner.
and still enjoy a great dinner. Now with Ultra Slim Fast, being thin is a fact of life.
Ultra Slim Fast. Give us a week. We'll take off the weight.
So basically, they're making you drink chocolate milk twice and getting you to just intermittent fast, which everybody does now. Like everybody with their fucking nose in the air is just intermittent fasting. Except, back in the day, we couldn't get you to do it unless we were like shoving chocolate shakes down your gullet.
Hey kids, know where you can hang with your favorite heroes in a half shell in their most incredible adventures?
CBS?
We ought to be partying, not fighting. Here's a hint. It's in the same place where you can find your favorite
Garfield
funny
and Friends,
fat cat in all the
NBC.
South. Give up? It's Garfield and Friends and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Saturday on Kid TV, where kids rule.
Man, I just watched a couple, not just one, but a few documentaries on like the rise and fall of Saturday morning cartoons. And it's kind of like, I don't want to be like, hey, the old days, but like, not just because like the old days, but I wonder, because like my kid isn't going to have like things to look forward to like we used to, like the Christmas and the Halloween and all the specials, or like having a show on at a certain time. That's why I keep trying to push him to Pluto TV so he gets on like
a schedule. Not
a schedule, kind of like a schedule, but like the idea that not everything is available all the time, even though it will be. So I don't know what I'm trying to teach him, but like forced scarcity definitely made it seem more valuable.
One show that keeps you on the edge of your seat and prepares you to save lives. Over 98 lives saved and counting. Don't miss Rescue 911 Tuesday.
No
those
cartoons on
episodes,
Saturday mornings anymore.
Yeah, what are those? I know, because that's the thing. It was Saturday morning cartoons were purpose built in a time that needed them.
Yeah.
And, it's not even the internet that killed them. It was the proliferation of like cable TV and like networks that offer cartoons all the time. Like that came way before, but like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network and everybody else, like Boomerang became its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was just kind of nice to know you had something to look forward to, because now that everything is just available all the time, not only does it sort of make choosing harder, because if you got 12 channels, you got to, there's something on right now on every one. It's 12 things. Now you have everything all the time. You can pick whenever you want.
Right.
The tons of shoulder pads. That's the thing. But it was like shoulder pads died out in like 1994. I feel like they stayed around. That was the one thing from the 80s that stayed.
If you're really hard up for cartoons on Sundays, you can watch Tom Hatton.
Yeah, so like the Sunday cartoons were always fucking terrible. It was always like the Littles and all the stuff that was like animated back in the 80s, like back in the 60s, but
like almost wholesome stuff.
Yeah, kind of, but it's like that weird, almost anime-looking animation. Like the music's bad and the stories are really weak, and it's just like, well, it's Sunday. What else is he gonna fucking do?
It only happens once a year, so come in now for big savings.
For instance, this top-mount refrigerator from Kenmore, America's favorite brand. Save $20, plus get a free factory-installed ice maker, or save $130.
Yeah, they were on Saturdays. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The ones that I used to hit big on Saturdays were the Real Ghostbusters, Garfield, Ninja Turtles. And then, whatever. There was always a bunch. Like, by the time the Pirates of Darkwater was on, like, everybody was up in the house and it was time to get the fuck out of there.
$30 on this Kenmore refrigerator with ice and water dispenser. And there's much more right now.
So hurry to Sears Brand Central now. The Carnival of Values ends Saturday.
Yeah, then forever. If you're practicing, it might help more.
You need some Lipton.
I mean, no fucking way, though, right, guys? There's no way you're sitting around on a porch with just an uncovered pitcher of Lipton iced tea, and like you're not gonna walk over to that thing after 6 minutes, and it's gonna be full of gnats and dead flies.
Yeah, and it's a young Rick Astley. He's just gonna start singing.
He's never gonna give this Lipton up.
Thank you, Ryan. Have you heard about the new MeTV Toon network launching next month? They're going to have everything from Looney Tunes, Popeye, and Scooby-Doo to Beetlejuice, Real Ghostbusters, Freakazoid. Is it on cable? Or
I don't know MeTV. There's so many streaming services. I don't know, man. Even the free ones. Like, that's the thing. We're spoiled for choice. Like, if you have money, there's a zillion things you can find. And if you don't want to spend any money, there's an equal number of options.
Right.
Like, the only reason I didn't buy the entire series of Have Gun Will Travel on DVD when I found it was because Pluto has it not only like for 4 to 6 hours a day at random between Annie Oakley and Wild Wild West and the Tombstone territory, but I can watch it on demand whenever I want all the time.
Yeah. I wish we had Paramount Plus, but
I have a buddy, the same guy from Raiders of the Lost Genre, who still does like over the airwaves TV. Like he's still watching, last time I was over there, he had Svengoolie on.
Oh yeah.
Like I kind of like that, even though it now feels quaint. It was like cutting edge at one point. Now it's like, oh, live. Ugh.
Yeah, Jameson goes, I have 3 or 4 streaming services and I always end up watching YouTube.
Seriously.
We always end up watching Pluto TV now or YouTube. Like we never watch Netflix or Hulu, and I have both.
I think.
Or one.
I just respect. Oh yeah, Svengoolie. So he's on MeTV. So he's still out there doing his thing. But yeah, I always come back to YouTube because it's going to be. I mean, it's starting to get there, especially with the true crime stuff. It's not as produced to the point where most of the content is like bullshit and fluff, But we're getting to the point, and I want to take a moment to complain really quick. Like, all the fucking true crime channels out there are running these screen grabs from the interrogation footage through some AI program that like puts a smile on the face of the person being interrogated. Like there's a woman who like starved her kid to death and like buried him in the backyard after neglect and abuse, all crazy. And like there's just a picture of her like smiling. The blonde autistic kid who like disemboweled a homeless man under a bridge. There's just a picture of him like going hee hee hee. And I would go like, what the fuck? Like I realize all my AI created images are like gaudy and disgusting looking, but like it's so fucking clickbaity. And then they'll put these like in the thumbnail like, you murdered her, like you can't pull a knife out of my ass or whatever. And I go, this is bullshit.
Yeah I've seen, I'm in on a Facebook group for true crime stuff, and people have complained about like, why are these people like making these AI things?
I just got duped into watching the Kevin Davis interrogation like for the first 10 minutes of it because I was like, what? Because the AI that they ran, like they took a screen grab from his interrogation, like flipped it, and then put a smiling face of an AI generated person on there. Looked nothing like Kevin Davis.
Yeah.
So I go, oh, the thumbnail mentioned no name. It just said, you know, he did something terrible. So I go, oh, maybe it's new. No, it's Kevin Davis again.
Yeah, they're just trying to get more.
Whenever we cover something,
clicks.
you know exactly. I'm not going to pull bullshit and be like, oh, here's, you know, somebody smiling and be like, this is the zaniest case you've ever heard. Because, like, who hasn't heard that fucking card pulled?
Yeah.
Annoying. Anyway, back to the commercials.
Cool, clean, refreshing Lipton iced tea.
Yeah, I don't have one of those converters, and even if
my mom got one of those ones that like stick to your wall.
Yeah, I don't know though. I would probably do like my buddy does, because all of his TV stands one are old CRTs still from like the 40s to the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like that needs to be done that way.
Yeah.
Share the experience.
That's 4 of the 6 Power Rangers right there.
Why should you try Tylenol Allergy Sinus? Because allergies can
We
be
haven't
more
found
than
cyanide in
watery
these
eyes,
pills for
more
years.
than itching, more than sneezing. Many come with sinus pressure and pain, but the leading allergy brand has only an antihistamine. Tylenol Allergy Sinus has more. A decongestant and a pain reliever to relieve all your allergy symptoms. It's more complete relief. Tylenol Allergy Sinus. Allergy relief clear to your sinuses.
That's what you'd want it, right?
I mean, it's not like you want to put nose spray for your eyes, right?
2 women are struck
What a
down. An
suppository
organ
for
transplant
dry
can
eye.
save only one. Now, after a daring experimental operation, they share one body.
My eyes are so dry, I don't mind sticking something the size of, you know, like a lemon in my ass. My eyes are so dry. I can't handle it. I don't care if it makes me want to gamble or it makes my legs restless and I kick all night long.
Anal leakage be damned.
Anal leakage be damned. Give me some moist eyeballs. They're so dry.
To purchase a video cassette of this program,
Oh, look, you
call
can get a cassette.
1-800-848.
I bet it was insane, man. Like, holy fuck. And they never caught the person.
Your twin is a scream.
Let's check your reflexes.
But who is who?
You're under
Is this
arrest.
Northern Exposure?
Northern Exposure Monday.
Yeah.
April 28th, 1988. A veteran captain and a co-pilot on her first command.
No one ever expects an airline pilot to be a woman.
And no one expected what was about to happen.
She fucked up and murdered a plane full of people. Women,
The
am I right,
end.
guys?
Based on the heroic true story, Connie
A woman ruins the day.
Sullivan, Wayne Rogers, Anna Alicia.
We're gonna make it!
Miracle Landing, Tuesday.
Wow.
This
That's the thing we don't see anymore is like TV movies based on like somewhat notorious events. Like if Sully Sullenberger landed his goose infested plane in the Hudson in like whatever 1998, he would have gotten like a made for TV movie where like I don't know, Dennis Franz played him. But then he's like gets played by fucking Tom Hanks. Because he was like right on the cusp. He was like TV movies aren't a thing. Movies in theaters are dying because of streaming services. Let's make Tom Hanks, Sully Sullenberger, see if we can sell this shit. What it should have been Dennis Franz being like, holy shit, we're going down because I hit a fucking goose.
Is CBS.
It began not with a clean sheet of paper, but with a 75-year history. A history of building automobiles that make the most of the driver's skill.
How old are you guys when you learned what BMW stood for? Answer in the chat.
Because how you drive is as important as what you drive. BMW introduces a car that could improve both. The BMW 325 IS Coupe. The BMW 3 Series starts at
The 90s 3 Series were the BMWs. I liked them. Boy, oh boy, did I like them. I like the Z3s too. Boy, oh boy. You know, BMW in the 90s had some shit going on. Am I right? Middle school age? It wasn't until like I was in my 20s.
Did they just say what it was now? Because if they didn't, I have no idea.
They did not. It's the Bavarian Motor Works.
No. So 35. The answer is 35.
$75.
I was 35 years old when I learned what BMW stood for.
It's business. Before we get started, what do you want on your tombstone?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni and sausage. Joey, tombstone pizza.
Once you start thinking about new tubes,
I would ask for the thing that like they don't make. Like I would say, hey, you want pepperoni and pineapple? Because no one's mass producing a pepperoni and pineapple pizza unless they're smart.
Tombstone Pizza's killer sauce and real Wisconsin cheese. Nothing else matters. So what do you want on your tombstone?
This is gonna make a big splash.
Don't miss the Jimmy Stewart Marathon.
And like he's worried that he made it awkward?
On Saturday at 6 on Channel 2.
Jimmy Stewart. All right. Clarence.
Tonight, a special CBS miniseries presentation.
God damn, do I miss these station
From best-selling
graphics?
author Judith Krantz, A Tale of Two World Wars, 3 extraordinary women, and the men who fought for their love. Michael York, Courtney Cox, Barry...
Tomorrow night...
What the fuck?
Barry Bostwick.
I know, Jameson. Like, whatever. Tombstone, not great. But here's the thing. Tombstone is like the Pepsi of pizzas, if like by sale volume. I don't care how you feel like about taste, but like the Red Baron was like the AAA, where Tombstone was pretty. It was like B class. Come on, not a fucking Totino's pizza roll. Cut some slack, Jameson. Man,
Men who have never met, their only link is their fear of the night.
God damn it.
Some garlic and spice. Sizzler.
Sizzler? No.
Scampi and steak. Now that sounds nice. Sizzler. Yeah. Sounds good.
God damn, do I miss Sizzler?
I can go for some shrimp.
Scampi and grilled steak. Together for just $7.99. How does that sound?
I've never eaten there.
The Sizzler was such a beautiful place. It was like, I don't know. It obviously wasn't because I'm looking through rose-tinted goggles at it. But of all the 90s buffets, like, to me, the child of the 90s, walking into a buffet, seeing Shoney's and all those pizza ones, because everybody, Chinese buffets, everybody had a buffet.
Mm-hmm.
But like the Sizzler had like soft lighting and like soft carpet, and
I didn't realize it was a buffet.
It was only a buffet sometimes. We'd only go when it was like a cheap buffet because my family was cheap. But like it was typically a steakhouse a la the commercial. But like there were some days, and especially when kids ate free, we would go there.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Are you kidding me, Jameson?
Hey, except if it was Tombstone the movie.
Are we talking modern day? Is that the problem here? Because the 90s Tombstone, like they were still using real cheese back then. I don't know what the fuck
Wisconsin
is
cheese
happening
at
today.
that. Can I make a request? Before the end of the stream, could you please play the Sizzler promotional commercial?
From 1991?
You'll love me for it, he says.
I mean, how am I going to find that?
Every bud, every blossom,
every butt
will help you from the ground up with everything
With
you
allergies.
want to grow.
You know, whether you're smelling them or eating them, the reproductive organs of plants are just really something to enjoy. Like, imagine if some other species, like more, like higher on the food chain than us, because like whatever, you have minerals, plants, animals. Let's say there's something above humans one day, and they just run around slicing off our genitals and eating them or handing them to each other and being like, "I love you." Is it like a bouquet of dicks? Because I mean, that's what flowers are. Fruit, like they're the bearing of, like they're the reproductive organs, and we're just like passing them around. Like, oh yeah, just throw your nose right into that. Give it a good sniff.
He says, search exactly that.
Search exactly that.
I looked it up. It's over 4 minutes long.
Showing you the way like no
I
one
can
else.
send you the link in Discord if you want.
Please.
It's our nature to help.
Ortho.
What?
Chevron.
It's Geraldo's top 10.
Hey, look.
Share my
You're
idol.
watching KCBS
I mean, my
TV Channel 2 Los Angeles. Now, Penny Griego and Jose Sanders.
What? Look at his name. Jose. That's insane.
2 Action News Nightcast.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Here's what's happening. Mass
This is
murder
Jose
tonight in
with an
Oklahoma
H.
City. The bloodied bodies of 5 women between
This is
14
no longer a
and 40 years of
commercial.
age were found in one room in a house in a
I
quiet
thought this was all
neighborhood.
going to be California,
Been
too.
there for a while, probably
Looks like
10
Andy.
to 12 hours prior. This is going to be a long scene. We'll be here probably all night, maybe into tomorrow.
Do you have any idea what might be the motive?
Who would say that? That's how you
Not this
still
time.
don't
I
see.
have no way of knowing.
Neighbors said there were no unusual activities or noises at the
There's
house
so much
prior to the murders.
news.
Investigators would not say how the women died, but the
Oh, it's 2
boyfriend of one victim
newscasts and
said
commercials. Oh my God. No wonder. Oh, fuck. I was like, how did he leave so much news in here?
News.
And it's anything but.
Where's the
foolish
news sound?
endeavor when we come back.
Channel 2 Action News sponsored in part by Coco's, where it's fresh strawberry season, but not for long.
Oh, you guys ever
Here's
go to
good
Coco's?
news for everyone who
No.
loves Coco's pies. Our fresh strawberry pie.
I've never heard of it until I moved here, and I
That's
still never
insane.
had it.
You're insane. There must be someone. Ha! There must be somewhere somebody who has a recollection, or at least in my mind, because like everything has the same, like Pepsi, Coke, and like the console wars. And stuff. There must have been a pie wars, if not locally, at least. Rather, if not nationally, at least locally, because like we had Village Inn, Shoney's, Coco's, and I want to say Denny's, all sold pies.
We have none of those but Denny's back in Connecticut. I mean,
Then it's a West Coast thing, but I feel like there was some West Coast beef because we had like a lot of major pie players. Marie Callender's, whatever. They specialized in pies. They weren't even on my radar. But I would see a Coco's, I would see a Village Inn, a Shoney's, a Denny's, not a Denny's.
you said Denny's.
Did I say Denny's? They weren't necessarily. Now I'm rethinking that because they weren't necessarily like I wouldn't go to Denny's for a pie.
I didn't know they had pie at Denny's.
Yeah, all the Denny's, and probably today all the 50s Denny's would still, I'm sure, have that swirling display of slices.
We were promised juicy fruit and given Jose.
I'm saying
Jose.
Our fresh
Baker
strawberry
Square
hot
is
fudge
what something
sundae
that
is
Ryan
now in
had.
season. And right now's the season for all
We
of
didn't have
Coco's
that.
other.
I didn't have. That's part of the issue with all of these things. I feel like a lot of them, like East Coast versus West Coast stuff, feels like, well, this is just a touchstone that everybody knows. And like Krista comes along and says, well, I don't know anything about this. And I go, God damn it.
I didn't even know what Coco's was when I moved here. And I didn't realize they were just pies.
Well, they're not just pies. They're like every other restaurant. They're like the Village Inn and the not Coco's. They're like the Village Inn and the Shoney's and the Denny's. It was just like a various degrees of diner where I would say Denny's is at the bottom, then Village Inn, then Shoney's while they lasted, and then Coco's. Because I always just figured since my family was cheap, everywhere we went was the bottom of the barrel. And the places we didn't go were higher echelon, which I'm pretty sure they were. Because Marie Callender's is known for their pie, and Village Inn is known for their pricing and the smells.
I kind of want pie now. Does anybody have Jerry Griffith's current screen name?
I bought an apple pie. Anyway, since we're not going to watch a newscast, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the local commercials of the lower California area, or Southern California, if you will.
Each day that means success. So don't stop short when it comes to coffee for your office. Major Domo Coffee Service has the finest coffee and brewing equipment, and even offers water purification systems, refrigerators.
Look at all the facsimilated wood grain, you people.
And microwave ovens. They will also maintain coffee brewers to ensure a fresh
Major
cup time after
Domo.
time.
That's a Star Wars character, right, guys? It was just May the 4th be with you. How many nerds are like fans of Major Domo? When he
Major
fights
Domo
Darth
has everything to
Slater?
make your business day a little more enjoyable. Smart business ideas begin with you and Major Domo. Call us today, 714-521-3666 or 213-737-8230.
He doesn't know what to do with his hands, so he does the right thing and does nothing with them, which is what you should be doing.
It's the last week of the Pete Ellis Battle of the Freeways as Pete Ellis Dodge, Jeep and Renault, and Pete Ellis Ford and Toyota go for the knockout. In South
Since there are two people here punching each other, do you think they're both named Pete Ellis and it's a coincidence that this town in Southgate and Bellflower has two Pete Ellises who decided to sell cars?
Every car is priced at factory invoice. Dodge Shadows, Aries, Colts, and Renaults. Every car at factory invoice. But wait a minute. In Bellflower, all Ford cars are at factory invoice too. Taurus, Escorts, Tempos, and more. Plus all Toyota cars at special prices. The sales event absolutely ends this Sunday at 10 p.m.
But they're never at factory invoice, guys. Like, holy fuck. I worked at a car dealership for like a year-ish, whatever. And like, oh my God, don't buy new. Don't fucking buy a new car. Get some sap to sell you a 2-year-old car on Craigslist or whatever. Because the layers, I mean, obviously you as a consumer not working at a car dealership probably go, well, there's layers of things. Well, they go, well, they throw stuff on the back end and say you gap insurance and yada, yada, yada. And that's the, even before that, because when they say invoice, that's bullshit. Because like I had a family price and then a friend's price, and then the actual cost, and then something I could get for lower than that because that was just an imaginary number at times.
Yeah.
So it's like, buy used because it just feels right to have somebody's ass sort of foot the bill for all the bullshit. Because, again, being in it, I go, God damn. I mean, unless you're stupid rich or don't care.
At Pete Ellis Dodge, Jeep and Renault, Long Beach Freeway, Firestone exit, Southgate, Pete Ellis Ford and Toyota, 91 Freeway, Lakewood exit in Bellflower.
Bellflower.
California land. How much do you own?
Not
now
enough.
You can own a complete acre of California pine.
A complete
and it's one
acre?
Of the greatest vacation buys you'll.
It comes with all these UFOs just hovering over the land, shooting
Find
radiation at you and probing your butthole.
Just $790 down and $89 a month. And your family will own a full private acre in one of the
Cash price $7,900.
It's the kind of vacation
It's the
spot most
80s, number one. So what is that in today's money?
$700 million.
At least double it, which is still probably not going to be a lot. But like, I'm sure this is land with no amenities. Like there's no electricity or gas. It's like going to be shitting in a hole and hauling water up from another hole that hopefully is farther away from the hole you shit in.
Most
Complete
people look forward
acres.
to year after year after year. For complete information, call 1-800-548-2020.
On these complete acres.
That's California Pines. 1-800-548-2020.
It's a division of leisure industries. Now, the two words that I think go together are leisure and industry.
Yeah.
Your business can take a big step forward with an affordable state-of-the-art business telephone system from Intertel.
State-of-the-art.
Quality telephone
Why does everybody
systems
have
that
two
are
phone
flexible
numbers?
in size, whether you need 2 or 32 lines.
Since it's California, I imagine they were big enough a state before like everybody was doing it to have multiple zip codes. Or not zip codes, area codes?
5 or
Obviously,
100
multiple
phones.
zip codes.
With over
Right.
15 years experience, Intertel guarantees your business savings, flexible features, and services that are second to none.
Ever since the phone was invented, we've been serving you.
Look to Intertel in business to make
Look at
your
this
business
fucking. What is that even?
Call 714-670-6300 or 213-802-1513.
We'll give you people, telephones, and technology all in one price.
Technology.
Yeah, this is Federico Gondola Detective's favorite company.
Yep.
He loves people like Descartes, and he loves technology.
Mm-hmm.
The telephones, though, I mean, we saw him. He's on it a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe he's playing
It was the most shattering experience of my life. Suddenly, a truck pulled out.
And I
went
stopped.
through the windshield.
Oh.
Been a year of surgery and therapy.
Got a whole new
I
face.
thought I had lost everything, even my career. But now, thanks to the support of my doctors, my family, and my attorney,
My insurance.
I can go.
Isn't it, not for nothing, but it feels like back in the 80s, if you were in an accident, they wanted you to get like as much money as you could. But as soon as that happened, like, all right, congratulations, now get the fuck back to work. And now the consensus is like, wear a neck brace for the rest of your life, fat ass, and hop on one of those motorized cars and roll around Walmart because you got a bad back now because someone rear-ended you at 13 miles an hour.
Get you some disability.
When
Social
you're
Security.
injured, you need to...
Yeah, like what's her face here from They Live, the big jawed lady who, pushes Rowdy Piper out of that thing. Yeah, she gets back to work. She's in an accident, sure. She gets money, sure. She gets back to fucking work.
count on someone. Call the law offices of Fred Fleming.
I'm Adrienne Arpel.
Hi.
This week we're doing my complete 2-hour makeover
Isn't she gross?
at Saks Fifth Avenue Beauty Salons. You'll receive a deep cleansing facial with a honey and almond scrub, skin vacuuming, and a heated collagen mask. Next, your makeup and lesson. And then our stylists will cut and restyle your hair. Just 2 hours later. Isn't this worth $40? Call for your complete
For
Adrienne
$40?
Arpel makeover.
Only
For
$40
a
at
day?
Saks Fifth Avenue Salon.
Like, by the time you're done, you'll have 8 hours of solid makeup.
Right, but
Woo-hoo.
that's only $40. That's like $120 today, which isn't bad.
That's still a lot of money.
If they could take my head from the left one to the right one, that's worth $40.
Just for the rest of your day,
Right,
and
well,
then
I'm
that's
not
it.
gonna do it like every like you don't get a haircut every day. I would go in like when there's a special.
I mean, I had my hair and makeup done for our wedding. I have not had my hair and makeup done.
Well, I'll walk in when whenever I feel like it. I give a fuck. Haircut time or blow out my face with makeup. Maybe look like Ziggy Stardust. $40.
For 0% interest or discounts up to $500. Even on Anso 5 worry-free carpets. No interest. Zero, zip, zil.
That
Carpeteria
took me a second. Didn't that sound like Orson from Garfield and Friends on the farm side of things? Of course, now you're not going to know and the commercial's over, but I'm right.
Jack in the Box interrupts this bite to announce a money-back guarantee.
Do it with chicken. Do it with chicken.
We are on our chicken fajita pita.
The chicken other chickens aspire to be.
White meat chicken, grilled onions, cheese.
They sure know their way around a chicken.
And we're so sure you'll love it. It comes with a money-back guarantee. The chicken fajita pita at Jack in the Box. Guaranteed.
It's too cool for this room.
The newest California crazes on the Channel 4 News at 11.
Help! We're overstocked to the rafters at Sun Valley Waterbeds and must reduce inventory soon.
Try today, Connors.
We'll do whatever it takes.
Show them, Connors.
Slash prices from 15 to 50% on many items. Bedroom furniture, sheets, Soma beds, waveless mattresses. How about a complete bookcase bed for one?
What do you think this guy is adding back here? Like, there's no documents open and no nothing. I fucking love everything about it, but like, just here's the thing: when I do shit like this, I do a little, I take a little time after I set the scene and I'm about to run through it in a dry run. I look around, and I say, what would make the scene more believable? Sometimes it's a prop here or there. Sometimes it's the placement of a camera or a light. It doesn't take extra money to take 30 seconds to be like, does this make sense?
$139.
What else, Connors?
What else? A water conditioner for 98 cents.
This better work, Connors.
Please hurry, because this sale better work must end soon at Sun Valley Waterbeds.
At Lucky, we dared you to compare our prices. Now compare our service.
Excuse me?
Oh, we open a news check stand whenever more than 3 people are standing in line. And with easy checkout, you can use your bank ATM card to pay for your groceries and get up to $200 in cash back.
Here's the thing, though. If you're not, like, you're obviously a nuisance to this person who's an actual employee because she's trying to get her job done by being like, excuse me. So have the lady, the redheaded Karen at the fucking checkout, have them say they. Have them say they. I'll say we. Well, we. She's like, hey, get the fuck out of here, bitch. She's like, well, whenever someone stops to shoot a commercial and takes more than 12 minutes, we'll open up another register.
Excuse me, sorry. Compare our fast checkout to any supermarket out there. We're determined. They won't beat our price, and they won't. Miss Edwards. They won't beat our service.
This bitch, right?
Bitch, you didn't even buy anything.
She's their, like, boss.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. Like, if I owned something, I wouldn't shoot myself as the nuisance of my employees. To be like, hey, whenever I want to, personally, me, the owner of the store, wants to walk through and just fuck with shit, they'll open up more registers to deal with my zany antics. That's bad business.
This is it. As of now, I'm the boss. This place is all mine, and it's just the beginning. I know what it takes to run a business and how to keep it running. I learned it all at the National Education Center. They'll teach you just what it takes to run a business without 4 years of college.
You got a minute, boss?
No.
Pretty soon you'll have multi-ethnic employees all in ill-fitting uniforms and or like tuxedos.
Boss, I'm gonna like this. Find out about training to be your own boss in any business. For a brochure, call 1-800-72...
Hey, boss, this guy wants to shake your hand about how coarse the mushrooms have been cut. He also thinks that the man wearing it should wear a looser shirt.
7337. 1-800-722-7337.
ITT Technical Institute.
Life's not perfect, but nothing is.
Jesus.
I'm really proud of my grades, and I've learned to talk to my parents. At first, when
Now that I'm 40...
I became so rebellious, they didn't understand. They thought I was just being a teenager. When they realized...
But that was so long ago. I mean, like, 15 years is a long time between then and now. And now I'm just like, I got a mortgage.
Just how serious it was, they went for help to Charter Hospital of Long Beach. Although it'll take a while, we've begun. Things are really getting better.
Take the first step. 1-800-262-1414.
They're not going to mention that this is like a rehab facility?
You're right.
Charter Hospital of Long Beach.
If this is the only place you have driving problems, you will have no problem getting car insurance. But if your record isn't too good in the real world, call
How are you playing that with that controller, right? Whatever.
Public insurance. Tickets, an accident, no prior insurance, hey, no problem. Public has low rates, a low down payment you can charge on your credit card, and payments spread over...
Notice how we don't take Discover.
No.
Still, not to this day. Nobody takes Discover.
12 months. Call for a quote right now. 1-800-345-19...
This guy has something that a lot of people in the circles I hang out in call the Innsmouth look.
95 every day till 9 p.m. At Public Insurance, it's no problem. Hey.
Come by the Gilman house. Ignore the smell of rotting fish and ask for Mr. Hearn.
2 hands on the wheel, Jim.
It's a joystick, Hearn.
This is the gate of dreams. Dreams of show business, dreams of being on camera, making movies, commercials, and modeling. We know many of you, adults and children, have those dreams. For many, Faces International has helped make those dreams come true.
This is another thing that's like a memory unlocked of a bygone era. I remember seeing commercials like this where people like this guy were looking for just randos to apply for like acting stuff.
I only remember this kind of, I don't remember the commercials. I remember going to like the mall and there being people looking for kid models.
I remember that, and I remember these commercials and like all the sort of, I don't know, it's funny now because everybody who like discovers the internet wants to be a content creator, but back in the day it was just like, hey, do you want to try?
True. Faces like Jasmine Riotti, who plays the title role in the major motion picture The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy. So if you're serious about a career behind the gates, call Faces International now.
They won't let me in, but maybe one day they will you.
For your free evaluation, call 213-IN-FACES now.
Free evaluation.
Here's Cal Worthington and his dog Spot.
If you want more for your trade, go see Cal.
Better deals were never made. Go see Cal.
If you need a car or truck, if you want to save a buck, if you want to change your luck, go see Cal.
Hey, you looking for a used car or used truck? I'll sell you any car or truck on this lot for just $25 down. And I'll give you a free 10-day truck exchange. Pick a car, pick a truck, drive it 10 days, make sure you like it. Look at this. Here's an 86 Ford Escort, $49.95, $99
86 Ford Escort.
a month. Here's an 85 Ford Mustang, $39.95, $89.
I mean, don't. It takes a very special person to be a fan of the 80s Mustangs. I mean, they're weirdos, though.
A month. Here's an 86 Chevy Cavalier, $49.95,
Chevy.
$99 a month. Here's an 87 Yugo, $39.
My first car was an 88 Chevy Celebrity. Piece of shit.
$95, $89 a month. Here's an 85 Buick Regal, $49.95, $99
Now, keep
a
in
month.
mind, folks, it is only 1992, so these cars are not that old. Come and buy one.
Pick a car, pick a truck, drive it 10 days, make sure you like it. Takes the gamble out of the deal, and you get a free warranty on the powertrain. It's a big, friendly, giant supermarket. Hey, come and see us. We're open to midnight. Bring the family. Worthy to
Open till midnight.
That's insane.
Other stores always try to match RB.
We've got a local dude named Tex Earnhardt, and he's been selling cars in the fucking valley my entire life plus, like since the 70s. He's like, I'm Tex Earnhardt, and this said no bull. He's been sitting on a fucking bull, pointing at it, saying it's not a bull for 70 years, and he's still doing it.
They're not open till midnight.
No, I mean, why would you be?
Not even on Labor Day, because our prices are always the lowest, guaranteed.
Ryan kind of wants a Yugo.
RB, find the same item for less.
There are so many cars I wouldn't mind. Like, if I were stupid rich, I would have the dumbest collection of cars. Like, I would have a Chevette, and I would have, like, an Aspire and a fucking Isetta, and I would have, like, the first Focus. Or the first Fiesta, rather, sorry.
Anywhere else, we'll pay you 110% of the difference.
Like an
Plus, at
AMC
RB,
Pacer. Holy fuck, would I have a stupid
Looking for
collection.
just right furniture at a price to fit your budget? Discover McMahon's Furniture Stores and see how much you can save on style and quality.
It's
now
haunted.
during
We're seeing a
McMahon's
ghost camera.
Super Summer Sale. This complete 5-piece living room, just $999. Or this 7-piece group, either one, just $40 a month. You have to be happy with that buy or return it within 30 days for full credit. Discover McMahon.
Full credit.
4 generations of Westerners
I mean, they're not going to give you back $1,000.
already have.
Plus, you farted so many times in that cell phone.
Cafeteria's warehouse foreman. Floyd's got
Ryan's
a
mom
big
had a
problem.
Chevette and
Over
loved
a
it.
million square yards of inventory.
I'm sure, like, I was, you know, whatever. You look at other people's situations and you go, God damn it, why not me? And I would not want this guy's life save for this. But like this dude I worked with who, you know, when I was an electrician, he later got kicked off a job for walking on a ceiling you weren't supposed to walk on, and he destroyed it. But like, he just like didn't have a car. And he's like, oh man. So like his story was like his grandma found him a Chevette on Craigslist for $500. Pristine, fucking pristine Chevette.
Did he steal it?
No, like his grandmother got, again, the
Like,
story.
it was legit?
For yes. And he fucking destroyed that car in under a week. Like he the first day he pulled up to the parking lot in, you know, the school we were building, I go, God damn, that is a hilariously ugly and therefore aesthetically pleasing to me car. What the fuck? He's like, yeah, it's a Chevette, a 77, I think he said. My grandma found it on Craigslist for $500. I was like, oh my God, dude, that thing is awesome. Like, it had the original interior and everything.
Wow.
Dude, like, decided that getting to work every day was too fucking retarded. And decided to just like burn that thing out in under a week, like doing donuts in the parking lot and taking it out into the desert. And then he didn't, you know, luckily he got fired shortly thereafter, so it wasn't much of a problem for him. But fuck, dude, I was so like, give me your car, you asshole.
Inventory must be sold during Carpeteria's store-wide inventory reduction sale, or
Beautiful
Floyd's gotta
shit.
move
Beautiful,
it to
Ryan.
Carpeteria's new warehouse. Help Floyd and help yourself to incredible savings on everything in stock. Even
Empire.
Anso 5 worry-free carpets. So soil and stain-resistant Anso 5 worry-free carpets come with a 5-year warranty. Hurry,
My carpets
time
are
is
soiled.
running out for tremendous savings. And for Floyd.
High-flying action coming to the LA Coliseum this Saturday night. It's the final event of the AMA-sanctioned Coors Supercross and Coors Super Crown Series.
I miss hearing this voice for Supercross, Monster Truck, and all the other motorsports that happen in all the arenas.
See all the factory teams from Yamaha, Honda, Kawasaki, and Suzuki battling it out for the world's best motocross superstars like Ricky Johnson, Brock Glover, Mickey Diamond, Ron Lachine, and last year's
Ryan's
series
mom's
champion Jeff Ward. Taking it to
Chevette was a 76. It was $4,000.
I don't doubt it. Like, another one of my favorite cars, trucks. My dad had a 70, I think it was a 76, it was 75, something like that. It was a Chevy Love, but it had dual exhaust that came up through the bed, like, on either side of the bed up front by the cab, and it had flames painted on it. So it was like cream white that had like this blast of 70s, and all the muted tones thereof, but it had been eaten away by the sun. But still, one of my favorite vehicles, like 4 on the floor, fucking didn't even have 5 gears, but like on a cold day, since it was carbureted or whatever, you could like rev up the engine and like take your foot off the gas and it would go boom and backfire, just blow smoke out the double stack. Wow. Great shit.
to the limit in the air on the all-new and outrageous twin ski run jump, 7 stories high over the top of the Coliseum seat. Tickets at Ticketmaster and Ticketron. Who will be the top gun?
I didn't realize Ticketmaster's been around for
This
that long.
weekend, Pete Ellis puts on the gloves to battle high truck prices. And now the #1 truck sale at Pete Ellis. Look at these prices on your screen for these trucks. Dodge D50
Don't look
pickup
away.
trucks. Dodge
The
Dakota.
D50?
Famous Pete Ellis television Ram van
A cold
conversion.
day in
And
Arizona,
Jeeps, we've got
laughs
'em.
in
Wranglers,
Chicago.
Cherokees, and for
Freezing. I mean, sometimes it gets down to like the 40s here.
Ford's 1/2-ton pickup trucks. Ranger
P-up.
XLT Super Cabs. The truck sale now. Pete Ellis Ford Toyota. Freeway 91, Lakewood exit Bellflower. Pete Ellis Dodge Jeep Eagle. Long Beach Freeway, Firestone exit Southgate.
Sellers like that confuse me because, like, here, at least around, I've never seen anybody do that. They'll either stick to the Chrysler group or there'll be a Ford Lincoln dealer. I've never seen anybody be like, we're Ford Toyota.
Mm-hmm.
Or we're like AMC Gremlin or whatever. It's either you stick in the same family or you stick with one carrier. You don't go, hey, it'd be like a Chevy Suzuki dealer. It's fucking crazy.
Paul has cut prices on over 1,000 Mitsubishi big.
That's why I left Chicago, Ryan. It sucked there.
You get fantastic savings. Save over $1,200 on this 45-inch Mitsubishi.
I can't confirm it, but I feel like Mitsubishi is still a company and still making cars.
And Mitsubishi pays your first 2 months' payments for you. There are over 1,000 great big screen buys now at Paul's,
Whoa,
the
those
king of big
TVs.
screen.
Come on down to Paul's.
I am the king.
Not Paul Ellis, though.
I would love to be so checked out of reality that in my commercial, I don't even look at the camera when I deliver my classic catchphrase, I am the king. Hi, I'm Paul Stanley. I'm the king of waterbeds in fucking, Osceola County.
Hi, I'm Elliot Gould. Throughout my career, I've worked with many talented co-stars, but this lady, Jenny Craig, has co-starred in a completely different role in my life, helping me to lose weight.
And that's exactly what my new person-to-person program is all about, Elliot.
Person to person. Doesn't it feel like he's just overacting a little bit?
But certainly helped me to feel better.
Come into one of
Like,
our
has he been taking elocution lessons? Look at his mouth.
centers today and see why it's never been easier to lose weight. You'll get results.
Wait, are you actually Jenny
lose
Craig?
all the weight you want for only $185. Call Jenny Craig today.
I mean, technically, you can lose all the weight you want for free as long as you have like a basic concept of human physiology and self-control.
It's Miller's Outpost TV.
Brian
with
just
some
looked
tips
it
on
up.
how
Mitsubishi is still going strong.
I knew it. So the Lancer is probably still a thing. God damn it. God bless them. How's Isuzu doing?
You can have fun in the sun. It's the Miller's Outpost Beach Week sale.
Man, I miss Miller's Outpost.
Shirt tail and snap front Beach Boulevard tank tops and colorful volley shorts, 2 for just.
I don't know if this happened everywhere, but it felt like a sign of the times here. Like Miller's Outpost was like where you get like your 90s shit. I used to shop at Miller's Outpost. Then
Never
it
heard of
changed
it.
to like Anchor Blue. And it was still sort of the same thing, but getting a little bit of an urban flavor. And then here, like our Anchor Blue turned into like, I can't even remember the name of it, but it was like nothing but like hip hop t-shirts, Scarface, and like Rastafarian shit. I go, was that the natural evolution of that company? Because it was in the same spot in the mall. I always just felt like it was the same spot.
Thing. For just $15.
Probably not though, right?
So head on over to your
Funny you
nearest
should
Miller's
ask. I just looked it up last week because I had the same thought. What? How do you say that?
Isuzu. Yeah, Joe Isuzu
Still makes cars in Asia, but they only make industrial trucks in the U.S.
Yeah,
now.
I've seen their like fleet vehicles because they're still going strong. But yeah, Isuzu, like they had the Amiga? Because like they brought back the guy who played Joe Isuzu in the 90s, and I had a friend who had one of those, and it was like, fuck, dude. It's like owning a Daewoo. Yikes. Or a Kia. You just don't want to.
Jenny Craig is still alive at 91.
Hot damn.
Her real name is Genevieve Guidras.
That's also her weight.
Travel across 8 states. About 2,500 miles. So while their trip to market takes up to 5 days, our trip to market takes only hours. California-grown Foster Farms. Now, which chicken do you think is fresher?
This holiday season,
I mean, realistically, with the advent of freezer technology, it's not super important, especially like whatever, because like. Not that like split hairs, but like your chicken will get there before it rots, but like your orange juice was probably squeezed 8 months ago, was in a silo.
Right.
So chill out. You know what I mean?
participate in Easter Feast, won't you? By donating canned fruit or vegetables,
Give us all
baby
your
food, or
mullets.
pasta.
Look for special Easter Feast barrels at your
Easter
local bond
Feast.
market
Oh,
today.
Kiss FM. Hot shit.
Government regulations say we can make our Hebrew national beef hot dogs from frozen beef. We don't. The government says we can use artificial coloring. We don't.
Don't trust the government. Trust Hebrew National. And I do.
They say
They make
we
a
can
great
add
hot
meat
dog.
byproducts. We don't. They say we can add non-meat fillers. We can't.
I mean, this is pretty un-American to make Uncle Sam foot the bill for all these things that the U.S. is apparently okay with. We do not have Vons in Arizona. They are. I feel like they're only a California thing.
And Nevada.
And Nevada, I've seen them in Nevada because we have friends in Nevada. But they did not make it to Arizona. I thought Kroger was a local thing, but apparently that's nationwide for fries. But not a Vons here.
And have to answer to an even higher authority.
God.
And now
the
make
Jewish
your meal
God.
with new dinner franks. They're a quarter-pound of pure...
The God of Abraham and Isaac before this whole J-Say thing popped. We had the original guys eat our hot dogs. And I do. They're good.
From the very beginning, George A.
I got
Rouse
Jewish
knew
people in
that
my
his
family,
higher
so I keep it
standards wouldn't
real.
be
I
much.
eat Hebrew National only. Unless others are cheaper, or if they're available. Whatever.
If his customers couldn't afford them. That's why Rouse has historically sold for less. And now,
Ralph's
Rouse
another thing we never
introduces
get here.
price breakers. Dramatic price reductions of 10 to
not in
30% on
Connecticut either.
hundreds of items throughout the store. So look for the price breaker signs. With savings like these,
Well, I feel like there's probably stuff like here, because Eddie Basha, lived here.
Yeah.
And then his son, Eddie Basha Jr., took over. We have Basha High School. So, I wouldn't expect anyone outside of Arizona to be like,
But we
Bashas.
have and I don't think this is a chain at all. We have it's still there, but I don't obviously haven't been there. Stu Leonard's. It was like a kind of like a ranch market type thing that we
Steve
have.
Dave's.
But they had weird animated Chuck E. Cheese style animatronics in their place, of milk and different things like that, and cows and
but
shit.
I kind of like that because there's a bunch of grocery stores across the country that do that and make it sort of like an amusement park thing. But so why the Kroger brand peanut butter, Ryan? Is it a price point thing? Is it a taste thing? I mean Kroger. I go to them when they can make the same promises as the big brands, but they're cheaper.
Well, yeah, we've gotten the Kroger brand. It's 100% peanuts.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't lean toward...
The dogs eat it.
Oh, they do. I don't lean toward store brands, like by and large, but it also depends. I don't know. It's just weird that like you would have such a strong tie to a...
Oh, the one he gets has molasses in it.
Yeah.
The one that we had gotten that was Kroger brand is 100% peanuts and like salt.
You want peanuts and salt. That's all you need. Molasses.
When Rick Carpenter walked into Security Pacific with a question about his checking account and bags under his
thought he was
eyes,
gonna throw up.
reaffirmed a basic truth. Banking worries don't keep banking hours. That's why Security Pacific has a 24-hour customer service line.
And before computers, you would just have to look at all the papers you already looked at, and then what? Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
That can do more than answer questions about all your accounts. It can transfer funds and even stop payments on checks. So anytime, day or night, just call. We'll be waiting up for you. Security Pacific. We want to be your bank for life.
See, this is before he would later call and say, this is State Farms, and his wife would be like, who is this?
If you buy
What
a
are you
new
wearing?
Suzuki Sidekick today...
Whoa!
If you buy a new 16-valve Swift today.
If you buy a new Suzuki Samurai today.
Oh, that's
you'll get
cute.
up to 1,000...
Oh, I like that.
I do love a Suzuki Samurai. So here's the thing. Suzuki...
I've never seen that.
Because they were also Geo. So this is the Geo Tracker and the Geo whatever. So, which weren't bad. Like Geo was a GM company and they must have bought Suzuki at some point because this is the GM Tracker. Or rather the Geo Tracker. The problem is everything they built was completely underpowered.
Oh.
Like that Suzuki / Geo / whatever, weak as hell. My friend had a Geo Metro, 3 cylinders. The AC could never work because there wasn't enough horsepower.
$1,000 cash back on a selected Sidekick.
$700 cash back on a 16-valve
A 16 valve because they don't want to tell you it's only 3 cylinders. That's the Geo Metro that my friend owned. 3 cylinders. He weighed over 200 pounds. I didn't, so it didn't matter. But the fact that it still struggled with just him inside made me think that I did not want to buy a Geo Metro.
I just know.
Swift automatic.
I just know from a Family Guy
$1,000
cutaway where Peter says Suzuki Samurai, ninja name, garbage car.
Southern California Suzuki.
I didn't drive a Suzuki Samurai. I drove a Geo Tracker. I mean, it's weak. Here's the thing. There are some cars out there that you don't know are going to suck or leave you wanting until you step in them.
Mm-hmm.
The Honda Element was one of those. It was nice and roomy inside. It felt big. It was comfortable.
Yeah.
However, it had no fucking power.
That's true.
Going anywhere was a pain, and you were constantly dragging ass because I had the 4-cylinder versus the 6. Maybe the 6 had more pep, but it just felt like all these things that are supposed to deliver all of these things, like size and fuel economy, you're going to have to fucking just be the slowest person out there. I don't get it. In a Yugo, I would like to hear that story.
Oh, yeah. I like my car. I've got the
Long
Escape.
hair
That's
used
nice.
Right, that's the thing. Most cars are fine because you're not going to ever, like, I wouldn't have realized that the Element was so underpowered unless I didn't have a desire to drive through the mountains all the time.
Right.
Going to Miami, Superior, Globe, the ghost towns around here that are higher in elevation, I was getting passed by grandmas flipping me the bird.
Yeah, and like getting overheated.
But now short hair is definitely in, and skirts used to be long. But now short skirts are all the rage. And remember when long cars were status symbols? But now short cars show success. Well, long tax forms used to be the only way to go.
Thank God for penises, am I right, folks? Am I right with the penises? Because they're small now, right?
But this
guys?
year, their smart money is riding on the California short form. The short form is fast. You can even itemize your deductions. So keep it short and simple with the California State Short Tax Form.
And now we have TurboTax where you can do it all on your phone.
Every neighborhood has its own unique flavor and charm, but there's one thing
Oh my
they
God, this
all
bitch
have in
again.
common.
One place in the neighborhood.
At least she's not fucking.
She's at
up
her house.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm gonna walk through an aisle of the store I own slowly.
Where you
Keep it short
the
and
lowest
stubby.
prices overall and the quality.
That's how I like to keep it. Here's the thing. Since Facebook is slowly, or at least to me, maybe since I'm a man, it's just marketing sex toward me because it's an easy sell. But, like, I feel like now it's just nothing but thirst traps every time I check into Facebook. So I'm checking in less because I'm like, yeah, Facebook, like, I get it. But what you don't get is, like, porn is free on the internet. So what are we doing here, right? Like, but, like, why did I start saying that? Oh, yeah, because, like, I don't know. There are multiple videos out there now that I'm, like, scrolling through where, like, you know, there's videos where, like, the people in them do something and then some text appears on the screen.
Yes.
And then they'll do another little thing and some text appears on the screen.
Yeah.
And this woman with a huge ass did a little dance, and after each interval, she didn't like 7 inches or 3 inches or 6 inches or 5 inches. She was into 4.5. I thought, why the fuck did I watch this?
Because she had a big ass.
That place is lucky. And with the most
regardless.
recent Dare to Compare price survey.
4.5? I mean, I'd have to find a penis guillotine.
We've proved it again. Maybe it's time you compare
Keep it stubby.
for yourself. Because no matter
Stub my genitals.
where you live, the proof is as close as your neighborhood lucky.
Okay, in and out you.
Okay. Peanutine.
This is fresh ground beef, so it's never frozen. Oh, you
No, someone's ripping off Wendy's.
use real cheese, fresh slices of tomato, hand-leaf lettuce.
What does real cheese mean in common parlance?
What does hand leaf lettuce mean?
It means they pull it apart by hand. What real cheese means is nothing. Fresh sliced tomatoes, I get that. You slice them presumably that day, maybe the day before, I would still consider that fresh. Real cheese, if it came from America and bears that moniker, not good. Sell my soul for a double-double. Fuck that shit, Ryan. I mean, you have access to White Castle. I mean, I guess the grass is always greener. I have In-N-Out. Don't give a fuck.
No.
Gutter trash.
I didn't like it when I had it. I had it once, and I didn't like it.
I've had both. Lived on both sides of the Mississippi. Had In-N-Out. Go, meh. But it's all we got. So everybody in my high school worked there. So it was just like we were there all the time. But here's the thing. Got an impacted ass full of In-N-Out. In-N-Out. Oh my God, it's so great. Had one. Is like, meh. Same thing with White Castle. Oh, White Castle. Like my friend, when I was visiting, he's like, it's like drugs. People come here, they have one, they say they can never go back. I go, whatever. I get 6. The buns are mushy, they're wet, there's onions all over the fucking place. I go, yeah, I think I'll take a hard pass. Cut to 6 months later when I'm taking 48 to the fucking head a day. I would burn down every In-N-Out burger personally to get one White Castle near my house.
And every single In-N-Out burger is made.
I'll trade you in a heartbeat, says Ryan.
No, I mean, I would try. That's the thing. Bring White Castle over here. Take In-N-Out over there. I don't want them. The castle is what I want.
Melissa says, not a fan of In-N-Out. White Castle, though, yum.
Jesus Christ, Melissa.
I've never had.
Holy fuck.
I lived on the East Coast, and we had a White Castle right over the border
fucking God.
to New York. I never had it.
Like, at my most shameful, I was ordering, again, probably more than 48, but there were, however many Crave cases. And I would do it at a very specific time so I wouldn't feel as much like shit. So I would hit the gym, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. I go, all right, now I've earned my body weight in White Castle. And I would say no onions and fucking drown me in pickles. And they would. And the passenger seat of my vehicle was a solid, dense, impenetrable wall of Crave cases and those little slider packages.
They make White Castle in a sort of pizza roll form now in the frozen section called Slider Bites.
Yeah, they did that back in the day too. I worked at an assisted living facility, and one of the dudes I looked after would always have me microwave him up a couple of White Castle cheeseburgers. So that was my first experience with them. Didn't know they were a restaurant. They were just frozen, and I would microwave them, and I'd give it to them. But Jesus Christ. Yeah, how much? They're probably still double digits of cents. They started out as a nickel, and I think by 1999, they were 45 cents. So God knows. I'd be dead for less than $20.
Well, keep up the good work. Eat as many of these as you can before they find out what they're really worth.
In and out. That's what a hamburger's all about.
Nah.
You've got from right now till Monday night at 9 for Furnishings 2000's biggest sales event of the year.
You've got 8 years to worry about that shit, people.
Here, the Furnishings 2000 Thanksgiving Holiday Weekend Sale. Fabulous sale prices in every department store-wide. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, bedding, and more. Traditional to contemporary, it's all here on sale. This fabulous 5-piece Oak Island bed.
Whose fries?
For those captain beds or whatever they're called.
Because I feel like I might agree with you here, Melissa, because if you're talking about White Castle's fries, I always took a pass on the fries. In-N-Out's fries are good because they are literal potatoes. They smash, or not smash, but
I think she's referring to White Castle. Oh, In-N-Out. Oh.
See, okay, we might have words there because I feel like their fries are the only good thing about them, which isn't saying much. But I never had the White Castle fries because I feel like, meh. I mean, you want the right fry, you go to Wendy's. You want the popular fry, you go to McDonald's. I mean, everywhere else, you just go, well, fuck, I don't know. Just keep them.
I used to get, like at McDonald's, I would just get, back when I was in high school and thin, I would get the 2 cheeseburger combo thing, but then I would get like the sundae and just a large fry. And that's it. I wouldn't get like the sandwich or the hamburgers.
Yeah, I remember going through McDonald's and getting like 4 extra, like, 'cause that's the thing. Our generation, you were probably around for this one too, like, the people who came before us got one size fry.
Right.
And we got to see the rise of
3 sizes.
From small to large and then to extra large. And then back down to large because they go, whoa, everybody's getting too
much.
fat.
Too much potato.
And I would go 4 extra large fries. And they're not going to check. Like, it's not Crocodile Dundee goes to Los Angeles where they go, oh, another person has joined me here in the drive-thru and I'll take another number 6.
$1,500.
$1.02 is the original slider.
So they finally broke $1? That kind of sucks.
Well, I mean, it's been 40 years.
Right, but if I'm going to buy a Crave case, I'm not going to spend $50 fucking dollars. I remember spending, that's the thing, I wouldn't mind eating $25, but I'm not going to eat $40.
Every year, hundreds of folks put off buying their carpet until Banner Carpet's last sale of the year sale. Why? Because they know for 3 days only, every carpet in every store is reduced up to 50% off. Like these $24.99 DuPont Stainmasters now $12.99.
Look at that red carpet. Oh my God.
Thank you, DuPont, for poisoning all of existence with microplastic.
99 Stainmasters, just $9.99. Hurry, Banner Carpet's last sale of the year sale only lasts till Sunday, 5 p.m. Remember, buy now, installation guaranteed before Christmas.
What day is it?
Imagine what you could do for your home this holiday with the Gobble 'em Up sale.
Do people still put wallpaper on shit?
I think so. Brands. Buy any Graver custom mini blind, vertical blind,
you can
or
buy
shade,
like already made
free,
like
with any roll of in-stock
strips that you could just stick on your wall. Now, it's like making a backsplash.
Right, but that feels like an obvious. Because, like, Jesus Christ, the 80s and 90s were nothing to me if you took away the application of wallpaper.
Oh, my God. My mom, in our last house when we lived in Connecticut, my original bedroom had, like, you know, like the baby wallpaper that it was white with just, like, a blue, red, green stripes. All wallpaper. And my bathroom had all wallpaper.
I can't believe wallpaper existed until probably today. Yeah. Because it's so, here's the thing. I'm sure now, like, the technology or whatever, because the high tide lifts all ships. So, like, all the technology out there probably goes, oh yeah, a piece of wallpaper now, you can probably just pull it off like a sticker and stick it on your wall. But my mom had like weights and
the glue.
It was a whole tote. Yeah, glue. Like when they came out with, they meaning the wallpaper people, came out with like wallpaper that had adhesive on it. You just had to like soak it for a while,
right? And then like use a scraper and make it smooth.
What a fucking game changer! And now it's like, it almost feels like trying to find, like owning a car, but like finding a horse and needing to know where to get like a farrier.
Yeah, it's like when my mom used to do it. Like I mean, obviously, you had to be good at it to have it look good. Like all the designs, they had to like go together.
That's what makes like the difference between like a Macy's shirt versus a Nordstrom shirt is like all the seams look like they're meant to be there instead of like the patterns being fucked up.
So we used to have like flowers and stuff that she wallpapered like her boss's house, all of his rooms and shit.
What an insane, because you have to pick it all off and it's not like paint where you can just paint over it.
Oh,
whatever.
no. Yeah.
It's insane. P.S. I can't believe a Crave case is only 30 because I remember I must have been eating 2 of those motherfuckers.
Village wallpaper you buy, you'll get one free. Or purchase this Anso 5 worry-free carpet, and you'll get the half-inch padding free. So say thanks to great savings this holiday, and give your home the look you've always wanted at the big Gobble 'em Up sale, only at Standard Brand.
Like, I wouldn't mind putting wallpaper as like an accent wall now that the wallpaper is the way it is now.
I'm done talking about wallpaper. Again, I lost so much of the 90s to like wallpaper in the store, buying it, watching it getting put up, and the glue mixing.
Days. It took days to do a bathroom.
We lived through the memory. We're done. No more wallpaper. A moratorium on fucking wallpaper.
You got to have one of these babies.
At In-N-Out, we've always
Oh my
resisted
God.
buying a freezer.
Hey, it's a steal.
P.S. Wendy's already got you beat, bitch. Like, don't fuck with Dave Thomas. He's a person. Wendy is a person. Who's in and out? Put that shit away.
Hashtag wallpaper gate 2024.
This fucking guy.
So we always made our fries from fresh potatoes.
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 Fresh, and our beef is never frozen.
Trust me. Who's gonna know?
Fresh. That's what In-N-Out is all about.
In your future, I see big savings on famous name brands for women, men, children, and the whole of the Boston store's April sale. Related separates, originally $17 to $37.
What do you think these two women are discussing in this Olin Mills background? The fact that they're too far apart to make this seem legitimate is also an interesting affair.
It's like a school pictures background.
Right, and why is she like offering it to the void, like, and the woman who seems to be taking it doesn't seem to have any like relation to this woman? This is the most confusing situation I've ever seen.
$7, now 33% off. Famous maker man.
Is she a vampire?
Yes. Save up to 40% off.
What?
Maker sheet says,
Well, happy Halloween. That's fucking whatever this is.
Save 50% and more. What else, Madam Hangour? You in a wiry
I'm scared of Gypsy Hanger.
Oh, she was a gypsy. That's why she's not a vampire. Bleh. Look into my crystal. Bleh. Oh, it's the Simpsons thing. It's like Sergeant Dracula. No, Dracula joins the Navy. Hey, Sarge. Bleh. Ah!
You know what's a mystery? Fajitas. First of all, fajita means skirt steak. So how do they get all those cows and skirts? But an even bigger mystery is why Del Taco and Noggle serve steak and chicken fajitas 16 ways that other place just has 2. Is it brain surgery to put fajitas in nachos or burritos? No, but it seems to have gone over their heads. They don't even use 100% white meat.
Who are they? Are we talking about Taco Bell?
And the way I think about fajitas, I don't think of any of that.
Well, fajitas is
all the stuff plus the tortillas on the side, and you make what you want. Is what I think of fajitas as.
I assume fajitas just is how it's cooked, right? Because as long as it's steak and peppers, it's like whatever. Like the fajita veggies at fucking Chipotle. It does. It's like it's the Taco Bell of it all. Okay, so when you is it Noggles where you are?
Noggles.
Here's the thing. about Del Taco.
They serve fries with Mexican food.
Well, because they serve Mexican and American food. They serve all the stuff that Taco Bell does slightly differently, but also burgers and fries and all that shit too.
Oh.
And like, when I was in the dregs and then, again, when I was an electrician working at working and eating at Del Taco, I kind of preferred Del Taco simply because, I don't know, man. I mean, Taco Bell has its charm, but Del Taco's, at least their food looks like food.
What I've had Del Taco once, and I did like the look and the taste of their food better than Taco Bell.
Right, and that's the thing. You go, well, why don't we?
But I did get fries with my tacos, but I thought it was kind of weird.
Just like, dig on this for just a second. Like all the companies out there that offer you food that looks and smells and tastes like real appealing food, like I would say Carl's Jr., like their burgers head and shoulders above McDonald's, Jack in the Box, Burger King, anybody else in the competition.
I like Wendy's, but I do like Carl's Jr. I think they're around the same.
Right, but moral of the story is like they're not famous because of it.
Right.
Like McDonald's is the biggest burger flipper in the fucking world, and they sell you fucking trash.
Yep.
So it's not necessarily the quality. And I think it's a bummer because like when I go to I don't go there anymore, but when I went to Del Taco, I go, whoa, so much better than Taco Bell. But since Taco Bell is like Starbucks and on every corner, I go to Del's Toe.
But who cares? Get down to Del Taco and Noggles now. Good food.
Oh yeah,
No
Noggles.
mystery.
So Carl's Jr. also has like a tie-in with a Mexican place, and they don't do the same. Or maybe you're about to do this.
They have the best curly. They used to have the best.
Okay, so yeah,
crinkly fries.
Carl's Jr. at least here has a tie-in with a Mexican place called the Green Burrito.
Oh yeah.
So in like a Taco Bell, Long John Silver's, or Taco Bell Pizza Hut, we have. I go, what the fuck is a Green Burrito? I mean, I've eaten there and it's fine, but like, what the fuck is that?
On sale. Every item, every piece. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, bedding, and more.
Living room, bedroom, dinette.
Hour sale. Friday to 9, Saturday 10 to 6, Sunday 11 to 6. Take our lowest prices ever on the fabulous imported Italian butter.
Got that at our Hardee's, the Green Burrito.
Yeah, so that's. I wonder why that didn't. Like, it's a Carl's Jr. Green Burrito and a Hardee's Green Burrito, not like a Hardee's Red Taco.
Take this beautiful day, but includes a link spring. Our lowest price ever, $77.
You talking about flea market? Done it.
24-hour sale now.
Talking about flea market.
Let's make it a dance.
To the left.
They do that with KFC and A&W. Oh,
yeah, I've seen those.
We went to Reno and there was an A&W, and I'd never eaten there before, and we ate there.
A&W was one of those ones that, like, they made a stab for it. I remember them being there, but then they were gone. I love root beer, but, like...
I didn't know they made a restaurant until the one time we were in Reno and we ate there.
We had them here in Arizona, too, but, like, for some reason, the American public wants burgers. They don't fucking give a shit about hot dogs unless it's Wiener Schnitzel, and even they are like... I mean, they're not a major player. Burger King's like, hey, we have a hot dog. I went, I tried it. I go, Hebrew National's better. I won't be back.
Comes with it.
What's the place here that starts with a P that does hot dogs?
Oh, Portillo's.
Portillo's.
Found those guys in Chicago. I thought they were going to be an East Coast thing, but they moved out here.
And there's open one closer to us than an hour away.
That's their thing. They're a Chicago-ish, because I had them first in Chicago, and they go Chicago-style dogs. Love their fucking hot dogs. Portillo's makes great shit. Haven't been in there obviously since we stopped eating weed or whatever. But back in the day, yeah, it was totally. I mean, you have to like really lean in and make hot dogs your thing.
Yeah,
like
because that's like all they sell, right?
They sell burgers and shakes and salads and all other stuff.
It's
but
been
it's like,
so long.
It's the same sort of shit, but like you can't. If you're a burger, here's the thing: you got to stay in your own lane. Burger people, stay in burger lane. Hot dog people stay in hot dog lane.
Ryan says Portillo's is amazing. They have a chocolate cake shake.
Oh, yeah.
An entire slice of cake in a shake?
Right. Whenever I wasn't shamefully eating 70 sliders in my truck behind the apartments that I lived in, you would find me at Portillo's eating their hot dogs. Because holy shit.
So now that you know, it's time to go. Shakey's.
Now that you know, it's time to go to Shakey's Pizza.
Shakey's Pizza.
The small is as big as the large.
Hey, would you carve me off some beef? Welcome back from the Navy. We're going to Caro's.
Here you go.
Imagine like rolling back in from military service after 4 to 6 years and they take you like a golden corral.
Right now, treat yourself to Caro's tender sliced sirloin.
Or don't.
Plum shrimp or chili relleno. A complete dinner for only $6.99. Or this breakfast special for only
We never had Shakey's out here.
No.
We had Pistol Pete's, Pizza, no, Pistol Pete's, Chuck E. Cheese, and what was the other one? There was a third player out here in Arizona that didn't last very long.
We had Chuck E. Cheese. I can't think of another one. I mean, I don't know if you would count Discovery Zone as like kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese, or is it
Not
different?
Even close. Discovery Zone was like a playground that sold snacks.
My memory is totally muddled with Chuck E. Cheese
Man.
versus Discovery Zone. So
I fucking loved Discovery Zone. It was a fun, believable place for fitness for kids.
yeah, I don't remember any of those commercials. I just remember one part of Discovery Zone, and that's it in my memory.
Discovery Zone was so fucking awesome. I couldn't believe it. And looking back, like it is everything you want as a child, but as like a human, it's probably not great. Because we went there all the time, and for anybody who was anybody would have a birthday party at Discovery Zone or whatever. And it didn't really hit home to me like how disgusting it was to have just an endless swarm of humanity, kids especially, who are the most disgusting
everything
subset of humanity, just funneling through tubes. We're like, at one of my friend's birthday parties, like it was at Discovery Zone, so it's totally awesome. Oh, whoa, it's fucking amazing. We're going through there. And some kid shit their pants.
And then it went everywhere.
No, it didn't.
Oh.
They shit their pants, and instead of like... I don't know how this is... Because it doesn't make sense now as an adult looking back. I go, what the fuck? But it did, because I have a memory of it. Some kid shit their pants, and instead of like the parent pulling them and cleaning them,
like dealing with it,
right?
Yeah.
Like somebody had alerted one Discovery Zone employee, one of them, and I remember I have a very specific memory being stuck behind an adult who was tasked to follow the child who had shit themselves, spraying disinfectant and like Lysol and air freshener in their wake. What? And I just remember seeing in my mind's eye, I'm in Discovery Zone, in those plastic tubes on the way to a slide or a ball pit or whatever, and just staring at a khaki ass at the back end of like penny loafers, and some, probably 16-year-old kid at the time crawling through the tubes, spraying.
Brian has the same memory as you.
So,
that's their protocol.
That must have been fucking protocol then, because holy shit, I was like, this is a fucking disaster, because the deodorizing spray was not handling the shit odor.
The only memory that I have, and Ryan brought it up, was the roller slide. That is like literally the only memory I can picture of Discovery Zone is those red rollers.
Really quick.
Slide, that's it.
Yeah. So my first interaction with a roller slide was at a Dairy Queen. And like it was a 70s Dairy Queen. So it was, if you're local to Arizona, it was at like Horn and I want to say McDowell or whatever. But over there, just a Dairy Queen built in, the 1890s. And it's like the playground was those huge, dirty bark chunks. I don't know how to describe them. They were huge, and they had a roller slide. And the amount of times or kids that I didn't know or did know that would get their hands pinched in those rollers, I mean, you just knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, it was inevitable.
When one of my parents said, we're going to Dairy Queen, I go, okay, cool. I'm going to get a cookie dough blizzard and or a chocolate dip cone, and I'm going to get pinched. It was undeniable. It was going to happen. But it was fine, right? Because maybe we were tougher and it was just ice cream. You know, it just made it easier. Yikes.
Yeah, that's it, guys. We'll have a rough cut in a minute. Okay, John, I want to segue to the ADO right on the crescendo. You know, I've always loved music, but I wanted to get into something steady where I could make a good living. I looked at all the technical schools and I decided on...
Hey, it's us in the studio. Are you still talking to us?
VTI. They had just what I needed. At VTI, I got a solid background in electronics plus real production experience. Now I'm working on music videos. They had day and evening classes, too, so I could work while I went to school. They even helped me get my first job. And school was fun, too, because I was learning with hands-on training. Okay, John, let's see.
Not for nothing. I had a friend in high school who, was wailed on a guitar. Probably still is pretty good if he's not dead. But he was going through one of these programs, and here, I want to say it's like the Musicians Institute or whatever. Moral of the story is there's a place here in the Valley that, is a industry level recording studio, like Primus recorded an album there, covered in gold records in their waiting room. But the moral of the story is when my buddy was going through some music internship, we got to record, like our band got to walk into the same studio that Primus and the Red Hot Chili Peppers and things were in. And we got to record. Like, it took fucking 6 hours to record a single song, but it was so fun because, like, it was exactly like you see here or in the movies.
Yeah.
Like, there was a piece of glass separating us between, like, $1 million board and, like, some microphones. It was just, like, what a mind-blowing experience. And we recorded the shittiest music in the world.
Let's see playback. Why don't you let VTI help you make your dreams come true? Call the number on your screen. Don't wait. Call now. You'll be glad you did.
I mean, and now, like, you can learn probably more by just watching YouTube videos and, like, downloading a free copy of, like, oh, God, what's that video software that I have but never used? One of those.
0% financing. No down payment, no monthly payments. Do not pay until January 1st, 1989. And pay no finance charges on everything.
What? I was told this was... No, wait. Yeah, this is an 80s commercial. Sorry, we switched.
Yeah, we switched.
It's the 80s.
In the store. Where? Furnishings 2000. Still...
RV Furniture guarantees that our prices will
There
be
was
the
a
lowest.
place here in the valley that sold water beds, and God knows if they still exist, but they were a local, only Arizona store that was like, oh my God, all their commercials were just like waves washing up on a beach, and then just like the classic, like what we've seen so far, like just still shots of black voids and tacky furniture. I love that shit.
$95. Sail from San Diego for 7 fun-filled and magical days to the colorful ports of Puerto Vallarta.
Wow, just
Get
cut all
started
these
this
commercials.
weekend. It's time for Mervin's Super Sale, the one savings event you won't want to miss. You'll find great prices in every department of every Mervin store. Don't be left out. Save on colorful fashions for your home and everyone in your family. Plus, 60% savings on all fine jewelry. Take charge this Saturday and Sunday at Mervin's Super Sale. Stores open early Saturday at 8 a.m.
What a wild time to be alive. I remember walking into a freestanding Mervin's. Like, there were some stores you just assumed it would always just be stuck to malls as their anchors.
Yeah.
JCPenney's, Dillard, Sears, etc. And we had a freestanding Mervyn. Like, oh my God, what a fucking waste of time. Whenever my mom would be like, oh, we're going to Mervin's instead of Tri-City Fiesta or Superstition Springs Mall. You know, oh my God. Like, I would just hope to God, like, I could, find enough enjoyment to get through the day by like hiding in the racks of clothes and like pretending I was in a fort.
I did that once when I was at, it was a Bradley's. Because my mom like berated me because she thought I was lost forever.
I did that shit all the time.
I only did it once and then got in trouble and never did it again.
Anytime we were in a big box store and my mom turned around, I was like in the polo shirt jungle.
We've discovered that all you can eat doesn't quite satisfy everybody.
What's wrong? I'm still hungry.
Rivers are Coles now, pretty much.
I did. Have more pasta. I did. Maybe you should have a little dinner with that. Hey.
Sizzler's new mini entrees. Smaller portions available only with our salad bar when all you want is a little dinner with your salad.
Now I couldn't eat another thing. Good. Except maybe this piece of parsley, or maybe this part.
Sizzler. Piece of parsley.
For the next 4 days,
that doesn't feel too outlandish because my dad would eat the parsley.
I would,
maybe for shock value, maybe because he liked it. I don't know.
Waterbed Gallery, when you pick out that beautiful new waterbed,
you'll receive a complete set of custom
Waterbed
fitted
Gallery.
waterbed.
Doesn't that look like the fucking? God damn it! What were the bears that they gave away at Wendy's? This is that same font.
Oh.
Don't forget the Sizzler video. Yeah, okay. So let's do that then.
My parents had a waterbed back in the day. My mom was pregnant with me when they had a waterbed.
My grandmother had a waterbed, but it was in their spare room, and so every time I spent the night at Grandma Rita's, I was on a waterbed, and I was like, God, like the first 20 minutes were just like thrown to the four winds. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What?
Funkin' Bears. Funkin's Bears is the brand of bears that is that logo.
Yeah,
oh, Furskin. Sorry.
Funkin'.
My phone, my tablet's far away from my eyes.
Okay, yeah. Boy, oh boy. I had those too. Because they had the bears and they also did the reindeer for Christmas one year. Wendy's had top quality shit.
Look up, just open the Discord. Well, you can't because it's on the other computer.
Yeah. I'm on the, what you call it? The Raspberry Pi, so I can't.
Remember to put in whatever
91?
91, I think.
All right. If this is it right, I've got a 4-minute commercial.
He said it's 4 minutes long. Over 4 minutes.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's 4 minutes and 42 seconds. So there we go.
He says, yes.
Get this big for you. Here you go. So we'll close out the night with a little bit of Sizzler action. Let's see it.
Wow.
And it's even labeled.
The dog loves Sizzler.
All across America, the song of freedom rings.
What?
The song that's growing stronger.
I don't recall seeing a Sizzlers in Connecticut. I could be wrong.
The Gordon's Fisherman.
Yeah.
When we listen to the message that it sings, let us lift our voices. We can make the choices.
This is fucking crazy. We are already at the length of a normal commercial, yet we have another 4 minutes plus. If you're a Red Letter Media fan, doesn't this feel a little bit like the Toros, was it the lawnmower video?
Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ. Dude, that's what their buffet looked like here.
Let's go jog to Sizzler.
What the fuck? The freedom with Sizzler.
All over.
We are the Sizzler.
The song reminds me of like back in, I don't know when it was, where like all the famous singers sang "We Are the World."
Right, when like what Melissa's saying.
Oh, I didn't.
Or like when Krusty and Sting sang "Down That Well." I mean, that was a very. I mean, some would say more so than "We Are the World," but "Down That Well," that was a fucking cultural touchstone. Iconic, some would say.
I love Ballad to Sizzler. I was officially tied.
You're welcome.
Sending the love down the well.
Both parents are working.
Down that well, right?
And raising families. Life seems to be moving
That's
faster
Ian
than
Spangler.
ever. And Americans have rediscovered, are redefining
That's a fast carousel.
what's really important in their
This was the video footage that was based off of the true story that Face Off was. That is John Travolta as Sean Archer. His son gets killed by Nicolas Cage, who's actually played by a black child.
in their lives. They want quality in their personal life, in their business life, in the goods they purchase, and in the food
In the
they
services.
eat. They want good, basic home cooking.
This is a
Quality
commercial?
food. And they want choices, variety.
I can't believe how many that was the thing in the 90s too. It was like the amount of meals I ate were on the side, on the plate still, but on the side was like a very dark leaf of like kale or some other green vegetable with like 8 or 10 grapes on the vine still.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
All at a reasonable price. Americans want value.
Sizzler brings the choices that you've been looking for.
All these business people.
Right to choose where offer
This is an episode of Living Single now.
Right.
much more by holding to traditions yet changing.
Oh, look at this hamburger.
God damn, how much lettuce do you want in that burger, my dude?
Choices and selections. Choices
Yikes.
of directions.
The Italian bar. Oh my god, this dude's cul-de-sac is off the charts. Holy fuck. I don't know why, but I associate the cul-de-sac with white dudes. When you see a black dude with a cul-de-sac, you go like, are you doing that on purpose?
It's like these are all strangers eating together. It seems like to me. I don't know why.
These people are drinking like a glass of rosé at the fucking Sizzler. The song sizzles. You're right, Jameson.
Here it comes.
I mean, look, here comes
the little carafes.
Your box wine, madame. Your fucking $3.50 worth of Pinot Grigio.
We love the Sizzler. It's sizzling. Look at this kiss.
This guy brought his prostitute. Oh, what?
Wholesome American cooking. Fresh fish, a variety of salads, wonderful hot appetizers, tantalizing combination platters. All backed with a new kind of courteous, friendly service. Sizzler introduces a new kind of dining with 2 completely different dining experiences.
Okay, so the Sizzler I went to was a little darker in motif, but this is fucking...
This is like...
Oh my god.
I can't.
This is so 91.
I'm like crying.
Look at all the grill marks.
Distinctive platters served at your
That's the thing we missed out on. Like, after the 90s, no one was brushing grilled meats anymore. I feel like my entire childhood, people were brushing rather, shrimp and chicken and beef and lamb. Just paintbrushes of butter all over the fucking place. Where is that?
At your table. And the
Heel
buffet
on
court,
Earth.
a whole experience on its own, where you create delicious combinations just the way you want them.
This is
It's a
my
restaurant
greatest
within a
contribution to
restaurant,
this channel.
with all the
since
value,
Hawaii
quality.
chair.
I mean, we almost bought the Hawaii chair, Ryan. Holy,
I want to go back and see if it's still there.
No, I told Krista we're not buying the fucking Hawaii chair.
And freedom of choice
so bad.
Americans want. It's unique. It's bold. It's ahead of the
Why do all the women in this commercial look like Nagel paintings?
competition. Sizzler for the 90s. Exactly
Sizzler
what
for the
America
90s.
wants.
from choking dog to shaking sweat out of your hair. After you're done doing either of those, come on down to our salad bar. Get 3 shrimp on a piece of lettuce or something. Oh, do you think that lady's Jewish? Looks like she's covered in the Star of David. She enjoys the Hebrew National. Again, Jewish people in my family. Love Jews, love the gays. Love them both.
The fastest carousel ever.
Just riding into oblivion. We'll build a Shoney's over here. Sorry, Sizzler. Stop putting your hat on her head, man. Like, it doesn't fit. You think this guy looks like a sailor? Like, if you take him out of this outfit, would you go like, that guy's a sailor? Like, the no muscles, the pasty skin, the red hair. You go, this guy's a sailor. He swabs a lot of decks. Look, honey, this is the ship I'm going to be casting out to, Japan to. I'm going to go Brazil, find a nice, huge-assed prostitute. I'll smell you in about 6 years. Sizzler. Holy shit. This is almost as good as that 7-minute training video for the carver at the fucking Old Country Buffet. The SS, he went down in the SS Sizzler. It's a gourmet. Well, there you go. Obviously, this is recorded on VHS. There's the proof. Let it play out. Is there more? Three eyes, rather? Well, that didn't. That's the same thing. All right, get the fuck out of here. All right. There you go, people. There was Sizzler in 1991. I don't remember seeing that commercial. It doesn't feel like a commercial. It feels like something you would show someone right before they take their first shift at a Sizzler. But whatever. Thank you for showing up, everybody. I appreciate you. Melissa, Ryan, Jameson, everybody else who decided to show up. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're entertained, Ryan. You fucking you got something there with that 91 Sizzler. What was that? The fuck? Right? Yeah. Who's gonna be like, hey, you're watching Diagnosis Murder, right? And you're like, I can't wait for more Dick Van Dyke. And you gotta sit through 4 minutes and 45 seconds of Sizzler?
I would watch that every day.
Holy fuck, dude. That feels like it should be on a Mr. Big album.
In a Hawaii chair. I would sit in a Hawaii chair and watch that commercial.
Yikes.
After
Anyway,
a
guys,
glass of wine.
thank you for showing up to this. It's been a blast. We've got another show here coming up in 2 days' time with more interrogation footage. As usual, I don't know who I'm going to do yet, but we've got lots to do. So I hope we see you then. In the meantime, thank you once again for showing up and enjoying these old-timey commercials from 1992 to 1980 something. God damn. And if there's a Sizzler out there, go enjoy it, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
For the try to
Fistful of Podcasts Radio.